Hello, if you're watching this video then it's probably likely that you're thinking about doing media at GCSE, or maybe you're wondering what media is. So let's start off by looking at careers and jobs. The media industry is one of the UK's largest exports, and it's also one of the fastest growing economies. Especially in the southwest, there are a number of opportunities within the media industry. If you think about a recent product or action you did, you might have downloaded or bought a video game, or maybe you watched a music video or a vlogger on YouTube. Maybe you posted something or liked something on Instagram or Facebook, or bought a magazine, watched some TV, or watched a film. Any of those things come under the media industry, and there is an entire industry of people ranging from cameramen, actors, directors, producers, editors, who work on all of those things and produce those products. So that's what media is, it's products under the media industry. So what does a media GCSE look like? Well, first of all, there are 2 exams and they make up 70% of your final grade. So it is 70% theory, and that theory involves looking at existing media products ranging from music videos like Arctic Monkeys and One Direction, right through to big blockbuster Hollywood films like Doctor Strange, or looking at independent cinema like I, Daniel Blake. It also involves looking at magazines, news, vloggers, video games, and even advertisements. So there's a really vast range of media, and the coursework really involves looking at existing media and studying it, understanding how they make money from it, understanding how they produce it and create it, also understanding how media uses language to communicate the meaning, how a camera shot or a camera angle or the movement of a camera can also tell part of the story. So we'll learn all of those things. We'll learn how to read a poster and read an image in what we call a semiotic analysis, and that's also part of the course. Let's take a look at a Doctor Strange poster, for example, and just see how media has communicated some meaning in there. Let's throw it up on the screen and actually let's break it into different components. And what we can see from all these different aspects of this poster are how there's so much meaning being communicated to us without using just words. For example, there is a candid shot of the actual Doctor Strange themselves, which reinforces the idea that something is strange and unusual. If we look around at the background, we can see all of these different angles of famous places, and not all of them are the same place. We've got London, we've also got New York, so we've got some different places being shown. We can also look at the colour palette. The colour palette has red and blue, and also the costume itself, the mise-en-scène of this sort of red and blue with a big cape and jewellery. All of these things tell us what the genre is. They all tell us that it's magic and it's mystical, and it's going to be quite an unusual, mind-bending kind of visual. Now if we look at some of the verbal codes, it says strange, Doctor Strange, so something strange is going to be happening. He's got this kind of visual of a shield here, which links to the Avengers and the fact that they belong to a company called S.H.I.E.L.D. We've got the Marvel logo, and we've also got this celebrity names at the top, the star power that's going to draw the audience in. And if we look, there's some real diversity in the cast members there, which again will lend itself to global success for this film. So different locations, different diverse actors. That's one of the things that we talk about in media, about how they've used this star power and these different locations to try and attract a wider audience. But we'd also talk about how they're communicating meaning. So the candid angles, the colour palette, red and blue, the conflict of red and blue, and how that symbolises superheroes and good and evil. So there's loads that we could pick apart on this. That's just a very quick example, but you could actually spend ages just really pulling out all the fine details of this poster and finding a lot more meaning within it. And actually it's really exciting. People really enjoy this side of media, because when they go to watch a TV show or a film, they just get so much more out of it because they can see. It's like having media vision. They can watch something and just really interpret it and understand it. Media language, it is a language, but it's a language that everybody can interpret around the world. So it's a really useful skill to have alongside everything else that you would do in media studies. Both the exam papers are 35%, making up that 70%, and paper 1 focuses on your ability to do a semiotic analysis and also to answer questions on the products that we've already learned about. And paper 2 will show you a clip from a TV show, and it will ask you questions about that clip, and you'll have to answer questions about your understanding of media language and media representations. So that's the coursework sorted out, and what we're left with then is the final 30%, and this is the making element of the course. So you will be given a brief. There are 5 to choose from every year, and they normally involve either a still image or a moving image or something audio, and you will have a whole choice from making music videos to scenes from TV shows that you've invented, or making adverts or film posters, even making radio shows, podcasts or websites, or making your own vlog. So it's really open and there's a lot of choice to what you make. But over the GCSE course you will learn all of the skills. You'll learn video editing, Photoshop and photo editing, you'll learn photography skills and recording skills, and you'll also learn how to record sound and how to edit sound as well. So there's a whole range of the technical skills as well that go along with the theory. Now in media studies it's really about being behind the camera. So if you have an interest in editing or filming or directing or producing, media studies will be right up your street. If you want to be in front of the camera, there are plenty of opportunities for that as well. So if you're an aspiring actor or actress, or you just enjoy that side of things, you want to be a vlogger, then also you'll learn a lot of skills and a lot of things for that. If you don't like being in front of the camera, that's also okay. So in media studies, you get marked for what you do behind the camera, not necessarily what's going on in front of it. Okay, so that's an overview of the course and also the careers that go with it. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, can't wait to see you next year.